Hello friends, my name is Jitendra Bafna. Today we will going to see how to implement a two-way SSL handshake for your MuleSoft application. So basically we will see how we can implement a mutual authentication between client and the server for your MuleSoft application. So in my last video we have already gone through, or I already walked through how we can implement one-way SSL for your MuleSoft application. So let I will walk through you one-way SSL once again. So in one-way SSL, there is a one key store and there is a one trust store. So client manage the trust store and the server manage the key store. So key store contain a private certificate, whereas the client trust store contain a public certificate of the server. Okay. So basically this key store will contain a private certificate of the server, whereas client will have a one trust store which will contain a public certificate of the server. Okay. So in one way SSL we required one trust store which connected to the client. We required one key store which connected to the server. So private certificate we never shared with anybody. It is always used to decrypt the data, whereas a public certificate is used to decrypt, or sorry, it's used to encrypt the data. So in this case, what happens? Let me show you. This is two-way mutual authentication. Basically, in this case, server has its own key store, client has its own key store. Client will have its own trust store, server will have its own trust store, where server key store will contain a private certificate of the server, client key store will contain a private certificate of the client, whereas the client trust store will contain a public key of the server or public certificate of the server, whereas server trust store will contain a public certificate of the client. Okay, so how it's happen? So client will send the hello request or to the server with all the supported cipher suit to the server. Server will send a public key. Okay, the server's public key to the client. Client will validate a server public key in his trust store. Okay, and then it will encrypt it will generate a encrypted key using a public server certificate and send to the server. The server will decrypt using a private certificate. Okay, this private certificate. Okay, once the server able to decrypt it, then the client will send its public key to the server. Server will validate that public key in the server trust store. If it's successful, then server will generate a encrypted key using the client public certificate and send to the client. The client will decrypt that key using a client key store private certificate. Okay, if they both are able to decrypt it, then the communication, a secure communication between client and server will initiate. So at the end, they both will send finish message to each one, and the secure communication will be established between client and the server. Now let's think what we will require to implement two-way SSL for your MuleSoft application. We required one server key store which will contain a server private key. We required one client key store which will contain a client private key. We required one trust store, a client trust store which will contain a public key of the server. We required one server trust store which will contain a public key or public certificate of the client. Okay, so we require four things. So how we can do it? So basically there is a utility called key tool which is a part of your JDK. So you can go to program file Java and JDK. Under JDK, go to bin folder. If you see key tool, so you can see there is a key tool which can be used to generate the certificates. Okay, so first we will generate this server certificate. Okay, and like we will generate a client trust store. So how we can do that? There is a command called key tool, generate a key. You can give some alias name because it's very important. You can give the algorithm RSA and where you want to generate a key store. So I will copy this command, and I have already let me clean the screen, paste this command, and it will ask for the password. You can say MuleSoft. You can give a local host, enter. You can give whatever you want to. Yes, So I highly recommended to go through my one-way SSL video before watching this video. Okay. So this is I have generated the server GKS in my certificates folder here. You can see this contain a private key as well as the public key. Now I want to generate a public key out of this. I want to extract the public key. So why we want to extract it? Because we have to share that public key with a client, so client can add that public key in his trust store. So for that there is a command key tool export alias mule server. This alias and this alias should match. Where is your key store located? Just now we have generated this key store, and where you want to generate a public key. So this is the command, and paste it here, enter. You can give the name MuleSoft. Okay, and this, okay, so you give the MuleSoft, you got a trust server trust. Now we want to generate a key trust store, a client trust store. So there's a command. So and we will import this particular certificate in this client trust store. So which we have generated just now. This is the public certificate. Key tool import alias mule server key store. This is my key store path. Okay, sorry, this is different. So basically key store. So this is my new, it's not key store, it's generally a trust store where I will put this certificate. So it's a client trust store.gks. Okay, copy this command, enter it. You can say MuleSoft. Yes, add this particular certificate in that GKS. So we have a server key store and the client trust store. Let me relate with diagram. We have generated a server key store and we have generated a client trust store. So client trust store contain a public key of the server which we have extracted from the server key store. Okay, and server key store contain the private key and the public key of the server. Okay, the next thing we have done with this part, we have to do this part. Now we have to generate a client key store. For generating a client key store, we use same command, key tool gen key. This time ls will be the mule client, algorithm is same, and this is the path. So naming conventions get changed here, client key store instead of server key store. Copy this command, paste it here. You can give a password. You can give a local host. You can give a local host. You don't need, just leave it the organization you tag it. Oh, sorry, I forget to put yes. You need to say yes. Localhost. Yes. It will put, ask for the password again. Okay, if you see, it create a client key store also. Now we need to extract a certificate, a public key from this client key store. Why? Because we have to also have to generate a server, a server trust store from, okay. So let me find out the command. This is the command key tool export. So first we will extract a public key. So you can see command export alias mule client key store. This time we will give a client key store and generate this certificate. Enter. Okay. The next thing, now we have to generate a server trust store where it will contain a public key of the client. Okay. So for that, there's a command key tool import ls will be the mule client, and this time the key store name will be the server underscore trust store, and the file will be the client public certificate. Enter. Yes. Okay. So what we have generated? So we got server trust store and the server key store. We got a client trust store and the client key store. So client key store contain a public certificate of the server, whereas client trust store contain a public key of the server, whereas client trust store contain a public certificate of the server, whereas client key store contain a public key and the private key of the client, whereas server key store contain a public and a private key of the server, whereas server trust store contain a public key of the client. So we require these 4 files. I will tell you. Okay. So for that we will create one new application file, new mule project. I will say two-way SSL demo. Simply say finish. And I will say copy these 4 files and paste it here. Okay, now what first thing, I will drag and drop the HTTP listener. I will create the server first, and let me start configuring the server. I click on this plus sign, change this HTTP to HTTPS. So use the port 8082. So whenever you deploy the application on 8082, so you can access that application on the Cloud Hub on the HTTPS protocol. So basically always deploy application on 8082 when you are deploying on the Cloud Hub to access over the HTTPS. Okay, edit inline. Okay, just give me 2 minutes. I will pause the video. Okay. Okay, so welcome back. So basically, first we will configure the key store. Let me show with diagram. On the server side, we will configure this server key store. So what is the type we have used? We have used GKS. The path, so we don't have to give a complete path now because we have copy and paste our all the certificate, all the GKS on the build path. So simply give a path. So it's server key store dot GKS. You can give a ls, that is the mule server if you want, otherwise leave it. You can give a password MuleSoft. You can give the soft. Okay, click on this, and now you have to give a trust store. So you have to give a server trust store which contain a public key of the client. So which is server trust store dot GKS. Then you give a password MuleSoft and use the algorithm as a GKS. Okay, so these are the configuration you need to do on the HTTP listener. Say okay. Now what I will do, and you can give a path as a test. The next thing, I will use a set payload, a simple message in set payload, tested successfully. So this is my server. Now I have to create a client flow which can call this flow. So I will use one more HTTP listener. Okay, I will start configuring this HTTP listener. I will click on this plus sign. Okay, HTTP, I will keep 8081 and whatever same configuration. And this time it's a HTTP. I will say 8081. Okay, and sorry, it's not, sorry, I'm sorry. It's a test one. I will give the path as a test one. Now I will call the requester in this, which will call the server. I will start configuring it. So path, I have to call the test path and I start configuring this thing. I click on this plus sign and the protocol is HTTPS. Host is localhost. Then port number is 8082. That is my server port number. So I will say okay. So this particular requester will call this listener flow. Okay. So we have done with configuration. So let me run the application. So I will just pause the video till application is deployed. Guys, welcome back. So my application has been deployed. So I will test using a utility called CURL. So it's a utility, it's a command line utility for testing your REST API. So you can give a command like CURL. You can download it from internet. So CURL -x, I will say get, and I will send my request to the client flow, that is localhost 8081 and test1. So I am expecting this result. Why it got failed? Because we haven't configured a client key store and the client trust store. So basically, if you see in this flow two-way SSL, we require those things, right? So in the requester flow, we haven't configured it. So we need to configure it, right? So go to request flow. How we can do that? I will tell you. Click on this edit button and simply go to this TLS section configuration, say edit inline. So we need to give a trust store, that is the client trust store, which contain a public key of the server GKS. Okay, it's a client trust store.gks. Password is MuleSoft and you can give a type as a GKS. Okay, now the next thing, you can type GKS in the path. This time you have to give a client key store here, which contain a private key and it also contain a public key of the client sorry key store dot gks. You can provide the ls, that is mule client, which we have given, but let leave for now, and I can say MuleSoft. So just check the passwords. It's perfectly fine. So what we have done, we have given the in the requester configuration, we have given a client trust store which contain a public key of the server, and the key store which contain a private key, or it also contain a public key of the client. Okay. Okay. Now we have already set up the certificate in listener, trust store in the list, key store and trust store in the listener. I will show you once again. In TLS section, it contain a trust store which contain a public key of the client, whereas a key store contain a public key and a private key of the server itself. Okay. So I will just stop the application and restart it. Save it. I will just pause the video till application get deployed. Hello guys, welcome back. The application has been deployed. Okay, with all the correct configuration. Let's say if it works now. So I will use the same command curl -x get http localhost 8081 test. So I am sending the request to this particular flow, and this will call this server. So you can see the result is successfully. It's bingo. Like we are able to fulfill the two-way SSL requirements. So let me test once again. Okay, so I'm getting the response perfectly from the server. That is the tested successfully. So what I will recommend it. So first you go with the video which I published related to one-way SSL, then come to this video, two-way SSL. So it will give more idea. So it like how we can implement one-way SSL and two-way SSL. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.